Manx Radio's Countryside is brought to you by NFU Mutual.
Hello and welcome to Countryside here on Manx Radio. I'm Simon Clark.
And I'm Kirree. Recently I popped along to the Isle of Man Pony Club dinner and awards night.
And on Saturday morning I popped along to the sea terminal to join the queues of people who were ready to get their tickets for the forthcoming annual Young Farmers Concert. Well, Kirree, brighter nights, bit better weather. It's reasonable for lambing, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. It's a lot milder and, like you say, it's a lot lighter at night time now, so people are able to come home from work or, do more jobs in a day, as they say. It's always a great feeling when you get another hour under your belt. And it means an awful lot for the grass growing as well.
Yeah, and it's tough for people. People don't realise the amount that sheep farmers have to do, because they don't just check them at 11 o'clock at night and that's it till 8 o'clock in the morning, is it?
No, it's a lot more intense than that, especially if they're indoors. Every couple of hours there'll be somebody around shepherding, making sure everybody's well and full-bellied as well. But like you say, the weather has been on our side so far, and it's not been too cold, so farmers are able to get the lambs born and put them out to grass. And even the ones that are lambing outside at the moment, the weather's been kind enough.
Yeah, and the grass itself, fairly good?
It seems that way. I don't hear many farmers complaining just yet.
No, but, it's not too dry anyway. That's one thing. But an excellent night, by the sound of it, at the Isle of Man Pony Club Awards.
A really great evening, and so many young people getting involved with the horse and pony scene here on the Isle of Man. But the success that's coming from these clubs as well, many young competitors taking part in England and Cheshire and all around the UK, and to hold their own as well, right up there with some of Britain's best. I popped along to the awards evening at the Pulrose Golf Club, and I caught up with Cheryl Kirree, who was in charge for the night, and some of the competitors. Cheryl Kirree, a really great night here at Pulrose Golf Club for the annual Pony Club Awards. What a full house, and so many little riders.
Yeah, it's the first time we've done it, and we normally have like a little Christmas party and we give out our awards at that. But it was kind of lacking a little bit of something for the older members. So I kind of thought, well, the young farmers dinners that we've had in the past, where you give out the awards and it's, have a carvery and stuff, I kind of wanted to emulate that and let the older ones get a bit of recognition for what they've done throughout the year.
And talking of recognition, there was some seriously top awards won with these youngsters, not just here on the Isle of Man, across the whole of the UK.
Yes, we did a review of the year and kind of focused on the achievements of what some of our Pony Club members had done this year. So we had successes in eventing, from the winning the Cheshire Shield with some of the bigger, older girls, to games success and people going on to finals in games competitions, then to triathlon, the Blair Richardson. She's done absolutely phenomenal. She's now ranked 8th in Britain for her level.
And just to let our listeners know, that is it's no mean feat.
No, it's definitely like Blair. So triathlon is a sport a little bit like modern pentathlon, where they do shooting, swimming, running and riding a cross-country course. So they have to excel in all those areas. And then Blair is really, really so dedicated to it. She's so focused, wants to do an awful lot in the future with it, and hopefully take it further and maybe go into modern pentathlon, I think. And
like you say, that's a huge achievement. It's a lot of focus for a young person. To be good at shooting alone or swimming alone, it is fantastic. But to have, those under her belt at such a young age is absolutely fantastic. But nipping back, Cheryl, Pony Club is a world-known organisation.
Yeah, we're a massive organisation. There's actually 170,000 members of Pony Club worldwide. So the Isle of Man branch is just one little part of it. So yeah, it's huge. And it's not only the competing away and the riding horses to a higher level. The base level's massive. They start at 3. They go to camps at age 3 and rallies at age 3, and they play and they do treasure hunts and they learn about pony care and looking after ponies, right up through till 25 they can stay in.
And do they have to own their own horse? Because there's so many people out there who want to get involved with something like this, but maybe not have the resources to do so.
So we are a pony club that mainly you have to have your own horse, but we have a lot of members that would share siblings' horses, so there's maybe one pony in the family and they all share, or they have a friend's pony that they bring along. There is another riding school at Ballywhetstone is our centre pony club, so there you go and you hire the pony, and Stella provides a pony, and so she can do pony club for people that don't have their own pony. But hopefully then they get the bug at Stella's and then get passed on to us. So fingers crossed that we get some centre members over too as well.
But that is, like what you say, it's a great hobby to be involved in. You know, it gets children outside, having fun, making friends. Like some of the young people I've spoken here tonight, they love it because they make friendships.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important.
Yeah, I grew up through Pony Club. I'm now chief instructor of Pony Club. Grew up through Pony Club, have friends that I've made through Pony Club, and now going on into our 30s and 40s, still are friends. So it's definitely a great way to make friends and stay friends because you have a common interest. You're not able to go out and hang out on the streets on a Friday night because you're getting up early to go show jumping the next day and you're all in the same boat. So, and again, it's the dedication of looking after a pony, getting up early to go to shows, competitive side of it, so teaching people to be competitive, win, lose or draw, you know, every aspect, yeah.
And I think that is it, is that element of having fun. But you know, some of the people may have seen the Pony Club out in force at the Royal Manx show this year. You know, you're trying to make a lot more awareness.
Yeah, we want to promote Pony Club to the island a little bit more. So I know there's a lot of people out there that have ponies that don't come, and I think Pony Club is seen a little bit elitist, but it's definitely not. You know, you can come at any level. We're here to help. You know, as an instructor, I see all levels of riding, and here to help with any issues or problems as well. You know, you might be struggling with a pony at home, and well, we're the place to come, and hopefully we'll be able to help you out. But yeah, we had a great a little event at the Royal Show. We did a musical ride for the little kids, and they did a Cowboys and Indians themed musical ride. It was great.
Well, that's it. You know, there could be some children in the audience that want to, I want to ride a horse. I remember as a little girl, I always wanted a horse. I was never allowed one, and now to this day, I feel like I've maybe missed out. But I don't think I'm going to take it up anytime soon. It's not for the faint-hearted. But like you say, Cheryl, fundraising is a key element of the Pony Club as well.
Yeah, it's great. We do a lot of self-fundraising, so we know we have a raffle at these kind of events, and we try and go out and get a bit of sponsorship and do social events that maybe raise a little bit of money. We are lucky enough to get some money from the Sports Council, which is great. We've had Microgaming have sponsored tonight, so they've been able to do the engravings, the trophies, and decorate the tables. And so, yeah, sponsorship and any support possible is key for us, yeah.
But you're saying too, Cheryl, that you don't have to be involved with the horse side of things. There's people needed to build jumps, construct jumps, bake cakes, all these other aspects of it as well.
Yeah, so we have a good committee, a strong committee that take on roles and set up for events and things. But we, with the fundraising, we have cake stalls, and so we do try and get some of the mums and dads roped in, even if somebody perhaps isn't even involved in the horsey world that wants to come and help. If there's any farmers out there that wants to build some jumps, it's always something that he's doing, as if they have any spare time.
But how do they get involved, Cheryl? How can they get in touch with you or the rest of the club?
Okay, so we have a website, Isle of Man Pony Club is our online website. So if you go on there, all the information and details to contact either myself or Alice Corrin is our DC. She's the big boss. So you can always contact her. There's phone numbers and email addresses on there. So Isle of Man Pony Club.
And like you say, you don't have to have a horse, even if you just want to have a chat or be pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, we can help people and point them in the right direction of where they need to go, whether they need to be a centre member, whether they need to be a proper Pony Club member, or I had a lady ring the other day about which camp she should go to. We're always here to help.
George Hotchkiss, well done on a huge prize tonight at the Pony Club, but you've had a very, very successful year. Tell us what you've been up to.
In Easter, I usually go to Blue Chip and Cricklands and Kelsall Hill sometimes.
So these are big areas that have lots of horse competitions?
Yeah, there's like 50 odd people in every class.
That is not for the faint-hearted. And how do you fare? You know, you're 12 years old, coming from the Isle of Man. You know, it's a big undertaking.
Yeah, it's really hard training like all the time. Yeah, like twice a week.
And do you enjoy the competitions?
Yeah, they're really fun. I usually come in like top 20.
That is a huge, huge achievement. It's something to be very proud of. How do you see the next few years going? Are you going to continue to, you know, compete off island?
Yeah, we're going away like at Easter to Kelsall and Blue Chip again, just to compete again, to see how well I do.
And obviously with travelling, each time you're going to get more and more confidence. You're going to grow in age as well. You know, what's your ultimate goal?
Like to jump meter like Blue Chip and Kelsall and Cricklands, basically.
And how do you manage? You know, there is some very great professional male horse riders. And George, how do you manage a lot of girls at a pony club and across the Isle of Man? It's not many boys involved.
No, there's like usually 4 or 5 in every camp and things. I go and I just make friends with them and like talk to them. The girls as well. It's like a big social thing.
Yeah, I think that's what the girls say. It is a very friendly pony club. And for the future, what do you hope to do when you're older?
I don't know, like compete at a pretty high level, doing meter 10 or that.
And George, do you own your own horse?
Yeah, I have a horse called Jack. He's 14 too. He's the best horse ever.
Oh, so do you believe a bond between you and the horse is essential?
Yeah. He's white, very hard to wash.
So it comes with a lot of hard work too then?
Yeah.
And what age is Jack?
He is 10.
10. So you've got a good few years left with Jack then?
Yeah, but I'm quickly growing, so about a year I have to move off him.
Oh, but he'll be part of the family still, I hope.
Maybe.
So that when, like you say, you start growing out of a horse, do you then have to look and try and find a horse that is compatible with you? You know, is it an easy job to find a new horse?
Well, yeah, because my sister usually gets a horse and it gets passed down to me, so I can work on hers.
Yeah, and that usually works then.
Yeah.
Isla Kane, you're one of the younger members at Pony Club. What age are you?
I'm 10 years old.
And how long have you been involved with Pony Club?
I've been involved in Pony Club since I was 4 years old.
And do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it very much. It's a new way of making friends and getting to bond with your horse.
And in the summertime, they have camps and rallies and all these different things where you can, go along, like you say, and make friends. What do you get up to there?
Well, we do the 3 disciplines. We usually do dressage, cross country, and some show jumping. And then the bigger camps, they stay overnight. The minier camps have like a day camp, and we have a 3-day camp, I think.
And so is it all about the horse? Do you learn how to look after the horse? All the intricate things that go with keeping a horse?
Yeah, so we learn about how to keep it in the stable, field, anywhere, and we learn how to take care of it, what things we need for it, and what we need for the riders.
And the other side of it, the badges. What do you have to do to earn a badge? I suppose a bit like brownies.
Yeah, it's like you learn new things, you get tested for it, and then you get the badges.
So what element do you like of Pony Club? I know you like making friends and attending the rallies and the camps, but what's most special to you?
I quite like show jumping and cross country because they're fast and fun.
Are you not scared to ride a horse at great speed then?
Not really, because I'm used to, slow horses, but I've recently got a new horse that's really fast and I don't have to kick a lot, which is awesome.
And what type of things do you do at home to look after it? Because obviously having an animal is a big responsibility.
Well, we have to go twice a day to feed them, give them hay, water, bring them in and out depending on the weather, and we usually ride 2 or 3 times a week.
That is huge. Most people have cats and dogs, but not for you, Isla. This coming summer, what do you hope to achieve with Pony Club?
I hope to achieve doing my first proper cross-country round on my new pony, Dixie, and I'm hoping to come clear.
That is absolutely brilliant. So in a few years' time, you'll be of age to go to the UK and compete, or you try out to get in the Ireland team for the Games. Is that something you look forward to?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to going away for the first time because I've never been away with a horse before to do events and jumping and games.
You're not nervous at all?
Not much, no.
Brilliant. So you would recommend the Pony Club to your friends?
Yeah, because they've got beginners, nearly ready, and there's like experts.
So there's plenty of tuition on hand, like Isla Kirree, who trains some of the games team, to help you.
Yeah, the teachers are very good and professional, and they help you a lot with what you're struggling with.
Isla Kirree, you're a coach at the Isle of Man branch of the Pony Club. Now, you have a bit of a big undertaking of coaching young people, similar age to you and younger, to take part in these competitions on island and off island. What do they entail?
Yes, well, we train twice, sometimes 3 times a week, running up to the events. And
You're dealing with a great big animal and a rider, and they're only quite a young age too.
well, they all have a pony that they either borrow or for the games, or they have their own, and they all bring it to the training where we all come together and we practice maybe once or twice a week all these different games, and it takes a lot of precision.
And with this, you say games, what kind of things do they get up to?
Well, normally the first game is bending in and out of poles, or putting mugs on the poles, or jumping off the ponies and then jumping back on as fast as they can.
And these ponies don't mind this?
Well, they get used to it in the end. Yeah, they get used
How much of that is between the horse and rider? There has to be some kind of connection.
Yeah, they have to practice a lot in training and at home to get good enough to be able to come away. There's a lot of competition to get onto the team, so.
And here, I suppose we've got quite a big catchment area. There's a lot of young people in Pony Club here tonight at the awards at Pulrose Golf Club. There's loads and loads of children wanting to get involved with this.
Yeah, there's a lot of young ones, and we like to keep them interested so that we keep our team full and make sure there's a lot of competition so we get the best of the best.
And will you travel off island with your team often through the year?
Yeah, either once or twice, maybe 3 times, depending on how they do in the qualifying of area, then zones, and then championships. Yeah, it's good.
So as a coach, you've got 2 of your team here with you tonight. Ashlyn, you're a competitor. You're only 15 years of age. How do you gel with your horse to do this kind of thing that Isla's described?
Well, I've had my horse Lucky for I had her for about 5 years, and I did games right from the first year, so I just got used to it really.
And is it quite scary? Because obviously you're sitting tall, you're up, well up in the air. It's going at breakneck speed, and here you are trying to get manoeuvre around and put items where they're supposed to be to get points for your team. How good does that bond have to be?
Yeah, it used to be really scary when I first started, but you just have to learn to trust your horse, and then you eventually just get used to it and get used to throwing yourself on and off.
And you and Isla obviously compete together because you came back with the pairs title.
Yeah, did we come first, second in the area, and then we went on to the next round, in which we came in the top 6.
And was it quite surprising, or was it, was something you worked really hard for?
Yeah, we worked really, really hard for it, and we trained in and out as much as we could to try and get there.
It's not just like any other sport where you turn up to a netball court or a tennis court and get your ball or your racket out and away you go. You're going to have to kit a horse up, warm it up, make sure it's fit. It's a lot of dedication to keeping an animal.
Yeah, you have to keep them fit, and you have to look after them and keep them in at night and out in the day in the winter, and making sure they're all ready for the competition when it comes.
So Lucy, you're also part of the games team as well, and you've also been successful in your own right as an individual rider this year.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've been up to.
Eventing.
So here on the Isle of Man, you'll take part in event classes, which will qualify you to go into England. Obviously, that's going to be a huge undertaking for a young person.
Yeah, it's a lot of commitment.
And do you own your own horse, or do you have to borrow horses like some of the others?
For eventing, I have my own horse.
And what hours would go into getting that horse ready?
On the run-up to eventing, I used to ride in the morning and night.
So when everybody else is out partying, or you're going to youth club, here are you tacking up your horse and away you go?
I didn't have a social life for those few months.
But was it worth it though, Lucy? Because obviously so many young people aspire to be in the Olympics, Commonwealth Games, even just to compete off island is a huge achievement, and you at only 14 years of age, it's a really great thing.
Yeah, I was very happy with it. I was never expecting it in a million years. Didn't think I'd ever get there.
And is this giving you inspiration to go on and try harder for next year, or is it change of plans?
Definitely. I'll go do the bigger classes. I think it's more pressure now.
So you talk about bigger classes. Tell us what you actually did last year.
I only did the grassroots, which is the 80 centimetre class, because I had a new horse and I hadn't done it before on him. and only been away once before that on my other one.
So whereabouts in the UK did you go to compete for this?
Cheshire.
So what does eventing entail?
You have 3 disciplines within it. You have dressage at the start of the day, then show jumping, and then cross country later on.
So for you to compete, they are 3 very, very different disciplines. You know, for non-horse riding people like myself, you know, to have that connection and to get your horse to do all of those manoeuvres, it takes a lot of effort to do it. But do you feel that your bond with your horse now will last for the next few years?
Definitely. It's definitely paid off and worth it.
Yeah. So plans for next year?
Same, the eventing again, but in the bigger classes, 90 centimetres.
So you see the classes changing from 80 centimetres to 90 centimetres. What does this mean? Is this you growing, the horse growing, the bars growing?
It's the height of the jumps.
Oh, wow. So as you grow in confidence and train more, then the jumps will get higher?
Yeah, if you have a smaller pony as well, you're going to be doing the small classes. And however long you've had your horse, it quite often will depend on, because you're not going to take it straight to the big classes if you've had it for a few months.
Yeah. So a lot of hard work and obviously commitment has gone into this. How do you feel the Isle of Man Pony Club, you know, the games, the events that they put on, has helped you as a young person?
I think it's made my life. I wouldn't imagine it without horses ever.
And do the guys do enough here on the Isle of Man for you to get enough practice to go to take part in these competitions in the UK?
100%. We'll have games training 2 to 3 times a week, build up to events, then you'll have your event training 2 times a week, close to the event. When you're away, you'll be riding twice a day.
So you have to be really, really fit by the sounds of this.
Very.
And going back to you, Isla, what has Pony Club meant to you as a young person? Now that you're a coach, you're seeing it from maybe the older person's view.
Well, growing up through Pony Club has just meant that now I can teach them. It just shows me how much effort has had to be put in for me to be able to do that, for now me to be able to teach them. It's taught me a lot.
It really has. And we know how determined you are as a person, Isla. So does this filter down through the people that you coach?
I do try and filter it down as much as possible. I'm probably just as competitive as they are when they're riding. I'm cheering them on as much as I can.
So what's the plans for you now?
I'm still training the games team, and then hopefully becoming a teacher and an instructor there, and in all disciplines, not only the games.
And you compete in other disciplines as well yourself?
Yeah, I do the eventing just like Lucy, the dressage, the cross country and the show jumping, and I really enjoy it.
And Ashlyn, plans for your next year?
Well, I can't do games anymore because I'm too old, but hopefully do the eventing this year.
And is that something quite scary, or are you looking forward to it?
No, I'm looking forward to it.
You ready?
Yeah.
And how do you find growing up through Pony Club, making new friends, and is it something worth getting involved in?
It's definitely made me more confident, and it's great to have friends that you cannot see them for ages, and then when you do, it's like you see them every day.
That was Cheryl Kirree from the Isle of Man Pony Club and some of the young people involved to keep the club moving along.
Yes, George Hodgkiss there, Isla Kane, also Isla Kirree. So, a good variety of people there. And like you say, there's events in the Pony Club for all sorts of ages and abilities, isn't there?
There really is. Even if you're a non-rider, you can still be part of it. You can bake cakes, for any of the fundraisers that they have, and even just go out and put the jumps in place for the young people to take part. But Isla Kane, a very young person, really enjoying it. Something that she looks forward to at the weekends. There's so many skills developed from it. Responsibility to look after animals, and it's like a bit like brownies, but with your horse as well. So, it's another thing to go to of a summer's evening.
It is much dedication needed in that, and
Absolutely.
Good discipline involved as well. And when you see some of them younger ones on the sides of them horses, you think, wow, you are brave.
This is it. And Isla and the 2 girls there that compete in the Pony Club games, no fear at them, hanging off the side of them ponies, going like stink. Absolute credit.
Good stuff. You're listening to Countryside here on Manx Radio with Kirree Kermode and myself, Simon Clark. Well, last Saturday saw the Well, one of the most anticipated days of the year when the tickets go on sale at the Welcome Centre at the Sea Terminal for the forthcoming annual Young Farmers Concert. Well, by the sounds of things, people had been there for many, many hours. I got there about 8:30, 9 o'clock on the Saturday morning. There was still a massive queue. I spoke to a couple of people involved in the queue. Also, Sarah from the Welcome Centre and Bryony Neal as well. Well, let's get a chat with a couple of people who've been here fairly early this morning. What time did you get here for the queue?
About 10 to 6 this morning.
10 to 6, and
yes.
Was there many people standing there in line then?
There was quite a few in front of us, yeah, I would say there was, yes, yeah.
Yeah, when you see some of the pictures on the social media, there's a lot of people there, some reportedly here from 8:30 last night, with the blankets, flasks and everything, so...
we were out partying last night, so we couldn't come too soon. So
straight from the nightclub to here?
Straight from the party to here, that would have been the answer, yeah.
Well, I mean, is this something you do every year, come this early?
We've done it for the last 5 or 6 years, yeah. It's we wanted to get seats for Saturday night, so they go out quite quickly, and you can't get them online. So so we wanted to come down, and it's quite a nice atmosphere anyway. The Young Farmers people are really good for providing coffee and tea and toast this morning and scones, so you know what's not to like about it. Even if you don't have your breakfast with you, there's food and supplied. It was lovely, really good. Yeah.
So everyone's not just standing in the queues in silence then?
No. Yeah, everybody's chatting to everybody. Everybody seems to know everybody. Yeah, it's good fun.
And what about when the boat comes in the morning and people are coming off that? Are they wondering what's going on?
Well, they have to move off the escalator, when the luggage escalator, otherwise they go round again. But it wasn't too busy this morning. But yeah, there's quite a few people about. Yeah.
And you must sound like a regular to the concert then?
Yes, I have family in it. Yeah, so I like to.
So you're looking forward to it this year?
Yeah, it's a really good fun night. Yes.
Home to bed now?
No, more shopping and stuff. Yeah, yes, lots to do yet.
Bumped into a very busy young lady, Bryony Neal. You've been here since the early hours of the morning here at the Sea Terminal. It's not quite as early as some, by the sound of it.
Yes, the dark hours of 5 o'clock. We got here this morning, myself and the rest of the committee members, Finlow as chairman. We arranged to do teas and coffees. Hannah suggested our treasurer doing toast for everyone. So we had some happy faces when we were giving them to them because they had been here since midnight. The very, very first ladies got here 8:30 last night. So they were looking a bit tired, but happy to finally get their tickets this morning.
Well, they get the best seats of the house then, weren't they?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I think there was a bit of a competition between the first and second group to see who was getting first in the queue, but they were well planted by the time we got here. So but it's great to see their faces. You see the same ones every year, and it was good to catch up with them.
Yeah, just talking to a couple of people who have been in the queue, maybe not quite since last night queuing, but saying how good the atmosphere is. It's not just everyone sitting in silence waiting.
Yeah, no, to be fair, it was really good this year. Like, the time has just absolutely flown by. It might not have for those that have been in the front of the queue, but for us being here from 5, nipping in and out, giving people teas and coffees, toast, chatting to them and everything. Everyone's sort of hustle and bustle between themselves. It's great. Everyone's just trying to get a bit of information, inside scoop about people's concerts and stuff. But
not much given away though.
No, tight-lipped. It's all top secret. But it's exciting now. Just get to the concert on the 12th to the 14th of March.
This is the thing about the Young Farmers Federation, though, isn't it? I mean, you're organising the concert, you're involved in the concert, you're putting the concert on. It's a big, big thing. Mm-hmm. Yet a lot of you have took the time just to come and make sure that everyone's happy queuing up for the tickets.
Yeah, well, definitely. Everyone is so good to support us. So, it's good to sort of get out and speak to them and see how they are, see what they're excited for about this year's concert. It is just a big sort of community thing. We've got a really, really good team, on the committee and the wider members in the federation. We all get on really well, so it's nice to do things together that involve the public.
Will there be any tickets left after today?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I hope so. The online ticket sales go out at 10:30 and the phone, so there should be a few left, but the majority of our ticket sales come from over the counter here at the Welcome Centre.
Well, we're all looking forward to it, and well done for getting here so early, you and your team.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you to them all, and once again thank you to Conister for helping us put it all together.
Well, Sarah, Rita from the Welcome Centre, time did you get here this morning?
Okay, so not quite as early as some. I was here about 7:15. And when I arrived, astounded at how busy it is. It's just fantastic to see so many people. And we've got a really dedicated team. They were here about 7:30, getting ready to sell the tickets. And this is my first year here, so absolutely amazing, really incredible. Yeah, it's such an amazing atmosphere. And considering everyone's been up so early, really, really great spirits.
When you think of all the West End shows that happen and people buying tickets, something like this on the Isle of Man, some young farmers, some amateur dramatics going on, and a little bit of rubbish, it's fair to say, in the concerts as well, but that's what people love about it. And when you walk in the door and see that, you know, the queues going for miles down to where the baggage terminal and everything is, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, for me, it kind of demonstrates that real kind of sense of community. I'm so thrilled that people get so excited about it. I think it's a fantastic tradition. It's just amazing.
And do the staff talk about it the coming weeks up before it, ready for the ticket sales, or it's going to be a big mad rush and everything? But it all seems fairly calm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's organisation, and we kind of think about it, weeks and weeks in advance. But everyone really seems to love it. You know, it is a real event, not just for the people coming in to buy tickets, but for us here at the Welcome Centre. Yeah, it's superb.
Well done to you and your team. Kept everyone calm, and everyone's still smiling in the queue anyway.
Yeah. I think I'm just wondering how many will be going home to bed. I know that's what I'll be doing when I'm done. Thank you so much.
Sarah Reeder from the Welcome Centre, Bryony Neal, the Secretary of the Federation of Young Farmers, and before that, one of the anonymous guests I managed to get a word with, who was queuing up for the sought-after tickets, particularly for the Saturday night of the annual Young Farmers concert.
It really does give you that little bit of a buzz, doesn't it?
And the first time I'd been there.
Really?
At the ticket sales, yeah.
Good golly.
Yeah.
Oh, it is fantastic. And to have those people support the young farmers year after year, it's absolutely so special to all of the competitors on the stage at the Gaiety Theatre to have such a following. It's huge, isn't it?
8:30 the evening before the first person was queuing.
Wow, goodness me.
Eh?
If that doesn't say it all, Simon.
It's
just brilliant.
So we're looking forward to that in early March. So preparations will be well ahead for that. And don't forget, Kirree and myself will be there on the Saturday night to get the reaction and all the prize winners for our special Countryside programme after the concert's finished. But we'll leave it there for this week. We're back next week with more from the Countryside. So from me, Simon Clark.
And me, Kirree Kermode.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.